2 years before, in 2024, I bought my first DSLR camera, my first professional camera, as I can say. Uh, it was this Nikon D60. For me, it was like, wow, this camera actually is a camera, and not like smartphone or just cheap uh, digital camera or something like that. For me, it was like first camera I actually wanted to use. And today is the review on my 2 years with this camera. In the era of 200 megapixel AI phone cameras, this is actually pretty insane how good the picture quality can be, especially that old for that old camera. This camera has 10 megapixels. This camera has horrible ISO. This camera has CCD sensor and wobbling free focus points. It's shitty. Of course it's shitty because it's 2008. But is this camera actually that shitty? As a first camera, it's amazing. For beginners, for people who just trying to try the photography, or just people who can't afford more expensive cameras like I should now, because well, one of the main things I don't like about this camera is this camera can't take video. Pretty sad, but this still is amazing camera for beginners. My first year with this camera was amazing. My first year with this camera was one of my favorite photo years. I can say that. I don't know, probably I can. This camera gave me more opportunities than other cameras I bought later, like Samsung NX1000. I don't know why I bought this why I bought that camera, but it doesn't matter. This camera also have like kind of nostalgia. I mean, for someone, not for me. Why are we talking about nostalgia? I mean, I'm 14. But this still is amazing camera, not also for beginners, but also people who trying to get film look, because CCD sensor, as I said, CCD sensor is amazing, but sadly, because of this age, this camera has a lot of dead pixels. And that's actually really sad part of this camera, because I really like the CCD sensor I have here, but if you're gonna take a picture of the sky, there's just a rainbow point somewhere, and that's not there, so yeah, pretty sad. I bought this camera for $60 from my sister's friend. She just gave me this camera with the lens, with the three batteries, battery grip, strap, and all stuff. And I actually broke this camera before. I dropped it on the ground pretty hardly and damaged the battery compartment opening system. It just was in small pieces, but that's DSLR. It didn't matter because I fixed it in the same day, and I still use this camera. I still shooting. It's just amazing how this old tech can still produce amazing pictures. As I said before, the ISO on this camera is so horrible. The ISO is from 100 to 1600 and high one, but usable ones are like 100 to 400. That's sad part about old DSLRs. If you're gonna use more expensive lenses and not like cheap kit lenses for this camera can produce amazing pictures. Also with the kit lens, it's still amazing, but with of course the primes, they will be way better, or just another lens, like maybe this Nikon fisheye Nikkor 60mm 2.8D. Capacity is okay. Sadly, not great part about this camera. This is 2-digit series from 2010, and the sad part about this camera is the no autofocus bolt, something like that. Because the older lenses like this for more more film cameras, they have the autofocus puller, autofocus nail, as I said, and they don't have autofocus built in. They used to have autofocus built in bodies, but not in this one. If we can talk about 2-digit series, they have Nikon D40, Nikon D40X, Nikon D60, and 50, 70, 80, 90. They all have that focus chip, and this is the saddest part about this camera. Another sad part is the no video, as I said, not like in Nikon D90, where it was and it is, of course, 720, but still way better than nothing. What the verdict we can say about this camera? It's good for pictures, pictures only, because again, no video. But if you need a budget camera for just beginners, this is the one of the greatest options on the market for 50 to 70 bucks used. It's just amazing for the price. Yeah, for the price.